Welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be looking at a musical.
Okay.
It's called The Cat with the Gat. Stay strapped or lay flat.
Wow. Quite a title, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty out there.
It really sets the stage for this gritty, urban kind of film noir world
Okay, interesting.
that the musical takes place in.
So not your typical musical theater.
Not at all.
More like a down in the streets kind of vibe.
You know what's really cool about this one, though?
What's that?
Is the music.
Oh, yeah.
They don't use your typical show tunes.
Yeah,
It's like
okay.
they've got these rap battles and jazz riffs and bluesy ballads.
Oh, so they're really using the music to tell the story of the city.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it really pulls you into that world.
Yeah.
And then at the center of it all, we've got the cat.
The cat. Okay.
He's our main character.
Right.
He's this mysterious, almost legendary figure in this city.
I see. So he's kind of like almost mythical?
Presence.
Yeah, and, you know, with that title.
Right. Stay strapped or lay flat.
It's his mantra.
Oh, wow. So it's like his philosophy.
Yes, and it makes you think about, like, you know, survival, but also power.
Okay, so how to make it in this world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what it takes to stay true to yourself when everything's trying to bring you down.
All right, well, it's a pretty powerful message.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
So let's raise the curtain on Act 1.
Okay, I'm ready.
And we're dropped right into these dimly lit streets.
Oh, so we're right there in the city.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
immediately. And the chorus.
Oh, yeah, my surname?
The streets sing.
The streets sing, okay.
They set the stage.
I see.
They introduce the cat before he even shows up on stage.
Oh, wow, so they're like setting up his legend.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's almost as if, like, the city itself is whispering about him.
That's cool.
Before he even arrives.
Yeah.
And then he enters, and it's electric.
Oh, I bet.
You know, he's got this cool confidence. Like, he owns the shadows.
Yeah.
And there are all these other characters, the street rats. They're, like, hanging on his every word.
So they're like his followers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've seen him rise. They've seen him survive.
They know what he's about.
Yeah. And then there's this moment, you know, this really charged atmosphere where he drops that line,
Oh, right?
stay strapped or lay flat.
Yeah.
And you just get it. Like, you understand who he is.
You know his whole philosophy in that moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay, tell me.
The gat he reveals.
The gat.
At the end of Act 1,
Mm-hmm.
sends chills down your spine.
Oh, wow.
But it makes you think, is it just about brute force?
Right. Is it like a literal weapon?
Could it be more than that?
Like, what else could it represent?
Yeah, like what could that gat even be in your own life?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a metaphor.
Yeah, like what do you have
Right?
that you can use to help you
Yeah.
survive?
Like knowledge or skill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Act 1 ends. And you know this gat is going to have consequences.
Yeah.
So stay tuned as we...
Go into Act 2.
All right, looking forward to it. Act 2 starts off with, I guess you could say the opposite of the cat in a lot of ways. The rival leader.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is like all about making a scene.
Yeah.
He wants everyone to know he's there.
It's going to shake things up.
Totally. And the music changes right away, too.
Oh, how so?
It's aggressive.
Oh, wow.
It's this driving hip-hop beat.
Mm,
And it's such a contrast to the cat's music.
I see.
Yeah, it's like they're using the music
Mm.
to show how different they are.
Yeah, like two different philosophies.
Clashing. It's like old school versus new school.
Yeah, and I love how they use the music to really bring that out.
Mm-hmm. It's so effective.
Yeah, so you've got the cat with his jazz and the rival leader
Yeah.
with this hard-driving hip-hop.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, did those styles reflect how they approach power, too?
Oh, that's interesting.
Like how they see the world.
And try to make their mark.
Mm,
It's like they're battling for the soul of the city.
it really is.
And then there's this incredible moment where they finally face off.
Oh, man.
And you can feel the tension, like the whole city is holding its breath.
Yeah.
And there's this ensemble.
Clash ensemble.
Yeah. And their rhythms just build and build.
So intense.
It's like the heartbeat of the city pounding in your ears.
You know, it's not really a surprise that the cat wins.
Right.
I mean, he's got the experience.
It's been around.
He's got this code that he lives by.
But it makes you think, did he have to win?
Mm.
Was there another way?
Oh, like what?
I don't know. But it's not a happy ending.
Yeah, there's this, like, sadness.
It's like a hollow victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Act 3 It really takes us into a different space.
Oh, really? How so?
It's quieter.
Okay, more reflective.
So the energy shifts completely.
It does. The city kind of goes silent.
Wow.
The music is slower. It's got this melancholy feel.
It's like the city's mourning. Yeah. Or maybe reflecting on what's happening.
Yeah, like trying to make sense of it all.
Yeah, and even the chorus.
Streets sing.
Yeah. Their voices change.
Oh, how so?
They're not so rhythmic anymore.
More soulful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost bluesy.
I see.
Like they're acknowledging the cat's power. But they're also hinting at maybe the loneliness of it all.
The cost of his choices.
Exactly. And then you have this amazing moment.
What is it?
The cat's solo ballad.
Oh, wow.
He actually lets his guard down.
Really?
Yeah.
So we see a different side of him?
We do. You see the emotional weight of all that he's been through.
That's powerful.
It is. And you know, when I think about that, I think about how we all have those masks that we wear, you know, to protect ourselves.
That's
but
right.
It's also like sometimes those masks, they keep us from really connecting.
Yeah, and they can hide our true selves.
Exactly.
So it's like he's finally taking off that mask
He is.
in that ballad.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. And then there's the ending.
Oh, yeah, the ending.
It's so ambiguous.
It
like,
is.
You don't really know what happens.
So tell me about it.
Well, the cat, he disappears.
Disappears.
He just fades back into the shadows.
No.
And it leaves you wondering, did he really win?
Yeah. What happened to him?
Is he coming back?
Right? Is he gone forever?
We don't know.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like, they're leaving it up to you to decide.
Yeah, what does it all mean?
Exactly.
That's a great cliffhanger.
It is.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about the story and the music, but you know what's really interesting?
What's that?
Is how people react
Oh, yeah.
to this show.
I bet there's a lot to unpack there.
There is. You've got some people who just love the music.
The energy of it.
Yeah. They leave the theater like feeling that urban vibe.
Yeah, like they were right there on the streets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there are others who are really grappling with the themes.
The deeper stuff.
Yeah, like, what does it really mean to stay strapped? What are the consequences of that?
Yeah, is it always the right choice?
And of course, everyone's talking about that ending.
Oh, yeah, the ending.
A cat fading into the shadows.
It's so open to interpretation.
It is. Some people see it as a victory.
Like he's finally free.
Yeah. He's survived. He's made his mark.
And now he can walk away.
Exactly. But then others, they see it as more of a tragedy.
Like he's paid a price for his power.
He's alone.
Yeah, he might have won, but what did he lose?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And then you've got people who see it as something even bigger.
Like what?
Like maybe it's about the city itself changing or the way that power shifts over time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And the thing is, the musical doesn't tell you what to think.
It leaves it open.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really makes you think. And for me, I keep coming back to the idea that we all have our own gets.
Our own ways of surviving.
Yeah. And the city, it's like a mirror.
Reflecting our own struggles.
Exactly. It's a tough world out there.
Yeah.
But we find ways to make...
We find our own strength.
We do. And I think that's really what this musical's about.
The resilience of the human spirit.
Yeah. Finding hope even in the darkest places.
That's a powerful message.
It is. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious, what stayed with you?
Yeah, what resonated?
What are you still thinking about? Because I think that's the beauty of this show.
It stays with you.
It does. It makes you think.
And that's what art should do.
Absolutely.
So thanks for joining us on this journey into The Cat with the Gat.
Yeah, thanks for listening.